33 days have passed since the Sewol-ho ferry sank off Korea's southwestern coast, taking with it the lives of so many young people. Within the last hour, President Park Geun-hye has directly apologized for the government's failure to prevent the tragedy, this during a nationally televised address. She also laid out measures to bolster national security and root out irregularities in public service. For details, let's connect to our presidential office correspondent Choi You-sun. You-sun.
Mark, standing before the nation on this Friday, President Park took full responsibility for the government's inability to manage the Sewol-ho ferry accident on April 16th that has left more than 300 people dead or missing. She said she, as the head of state, is responsible for ensuring the lives of the people and their safety. This was the first time President Park directly apologized to the nation about the Sewol-ho ferry accident, and also the first direct apology concerning a specific issue. She had been heavily criticized for her previous apology during a cabinet meeting, which many people felt she wasn't taking full responsibility for. Mark?
And You-sun, the president laid out a major restructuring of the government to bolster the nation's emergency response and safety systems.
Well, Mark, this is because the government has come under fire for its inability to, and also its lax and late response to the ferry sinking, which is believed to have increased the number of deaths. President Park admitting that the Coast Guard failed to fulfill its duties to swiftly attend to the passengers in the ferry. President Park said she will dissolve the organization, the Coast Guard that is. The National Police Agency will take over the Coast Guard's investigation and intelligence duties, and a new safety ministry will manage maritime rescue operations and security. The Security and Administration Ministry, which was responsible for national safety and hiring in the public sector, will only handle administrative affairs. Overseeing hiring in public service will be transferred to a new ministry under the Prime Minister's office. The Maritime Ministry will now specialize in fostering maritime and fisheries industries, and the new restructuring bill will soon be submitted to Parliament.
Yes, well, she certainly did promise some widespread reforms during her address. And President Park also referred to the hiring of retired public employees to head public organizations and affiliates, and this has been widely blamed for the government's inefficient and rather lax handling of the disaster.
Well, President Park laid out a string of measures which include tripling the number of public organizations that are not allowed to hire retired public employees, as well as extending the period of time after which they can return to the workforce. President Park also proposed a special investigation President Park also proposed a special law on the Sewol-ho ferry disaster, which includes an independent body to investigate the causes of the ferry accident and who should take responsibility. She also talked about a special probe to specifically investigate the accident and related issues. Close to tears as she read out the names of some of the ferry victims on this Monday, President Park said that she will designate April 16th to remember their sacrifices. And this has been Choi You-sun, and I'll bring you more details in our next newscast at noon. Mark?